January 30th, out on the South Trappline, doing a late night check here. And I noticed that opposite side snare is gone. And I just noticed that we got ourselves a lynx right here. Got tangled up around that spruce tree. Yep. See his old tracks in the snow here. Came in the backside. Didn't destroy nothing. Perfect. Alright. I've been wanting to buy one of these fans here for the longest time. They're kind of an air mover. And they're always around $100 or better. And I got this one at Costco. I think it was like 45 bucks. You can change the angle on it however you want. Kind of handy. And that's just on low. And it's phenomenal for drying furs. It just pretties it up. I brush these on a regular basis, turn them around and brush them again. Yeah, just give them a light brushing with the wife's hairbrush. It just fluffs everything right up. Makes them look good. Yes, sir. I'll actually keep these here in my bait bucket as well. I'd throw them in the bottom and all the juices and blood and whatever get soaked in, and they're good for the bait sticks. Just a dab of lure. I usually hang them from both legs, to each his own. Start from the tail here, split her down, come up the leg here, and then do the other side. One thing I do when I get to this point here is instead of cutting in, because that tendon is right there, I'll pull on the hide and I'll cut away. I've mentioned this before in some of my previous videos, but for some of you that haven't watched them maybe. So I'm not touching the bone at all. So I'm not ruining my good knife. So I'll go around, and as I'm pulling away, I'm getting away from the bone and the tendon. And then it just frees it up. Works really good. And if ever you want to purchase a good skinning knife, Post Knives, and they're not a sponsor of mine by all means, but they make a really good product. I've had their knives for years, and even their fleshing knife is phenomenal. It's unreal. Like, this is really good quality. They are super sharp and they stay sharp. I bought all kinds of different knives over the years, and you want to spoil yourself or gift or whatever, that's a great idea. Just a thought anyways. Post Knives, yeah. So another little trick, I've shown this in the past, but like I say, not everybody watches every video and gets a chance to, so especially for beginners that start trapping, and you get to the front legs and it's always such a pain in the butt to seem to get in there. You just got to fight with it, but you add a bit of sawdust and that helps a lot too. Just a little bit, and creates so much more traction. But another thing I do, and it's so much easier, is I got this little piece of plastic conduit and I cut it on an angle and just poke it in there. Just work it, and it requires so much less effort to get that pocket going. Same for the middle here. You can throw a bit of sawdust just so you got a bit of grip. You try that sawdust and you'll see exactly what I mean. Try it without and then put some sawdust on, and you'll notice how much, I call it horsepower, you get in no time. It just helps to push it through and separate it just to get it going. And then I'll get my screwdriver and throw it in there. and then just punch it through, and then pull the legs through. It's easy as that. There we go. So when I'm done skinning them, I'll process them completely and be done with them. I'm going to cut these front quarters off and then cut the back ones off and have my bait ready for next year. And I even cut the skulls off. There's a guy that collects skulls. I give them to him. I can always sell them too if you got somebody that wants to buy them. But so now that I got all 4 quarters hacked off, I got a garbage bag here, and I just lay the rest of it in here. And that'll be for making my lure. I always have a big 5-gallon bucket of these brewing for next season. I'll bag all these and freeze them up, and next year's bait. See my snare on the backside, so I see we got ourselves a lynx. Let's get my pliers here. I came in the backside. Yeah. Oh no, that's a coyote. Doesn't happen very often. Ha. Yeah, usually when they see that CD, they're out of here. They're not interested. They get scared of it. Okay, I'll reset this one then. Didn't even make too much of a mess either. Well, I got this one set here, and the snare was down here. And there was the one on the other side wasn't there, so I came around, but couldn't really see any disturbance, but yeah, there is a little bit, not a lot, but it looks like we got ourselves a lynx. It looks like a kit. Yeah, might be a small female too. It's hard to tell when they're bundled up like that. So that's lynx number 5 for the North Traplines. So we're at 11 lynx so far. Right on. Okay, I'll get this one reset. Coming down the right away here, and there was a lynx track in the trail, a couple days old, but let me see, we got one here. Might have been that same one. Never got one on this set this year, so decent sized one too. Another Tom. Right on. Number 12. Well, another set. Another lynx. Another little guy. There's quite a few of them here. When we caught this one here last time, there was a bunch of tracks here. A whole family of them. I don't have a set for a ways here, so I might just reset this one. Made her back to the cabin. February 1st. 3 lynx and a coyote, eh? Good day. Pretty cold today. Cabin's warm. Wife is out with me. She stayed at the cabin today. It was minus 23, but it was windy as heck. Pretty cool. Alright. Well, that's set number 8. 8 leg holds down this stretch. So we'll travel it frequently, and I dropped some little bit of bait way out in the distance over there. So I got 3 on the other side and 5 on this side. Yep. And I just dropped a little bit of bait way up the road there, just to get him to travel this trail. Yep. See what happens. Alright, minus 33 this morning. It was pretty cool. I actually plugged in the sled. I got the block heater on this one. Fired right up. Actually feels warmer than yesterday. Yesterday was minus 23 or 24, something like that. But it was cold with that wind. Yep. Alright. We'll see what happens in a couple days here.